Okay. We're back. This time with sound. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm just getting straight into the game. Fuck it. Had enough! OBS, shut up. I'm fucking sick. Ugh. Right. I want to do this level. We're going to do this level. Which is a— oh god, for fuck's sake. Okay, fine. Why am I gonna get it from the store? I thought it was free. Mouse? Oh, for fuck's sake. Tell me mouse isn't working. Jesus Christ. Just always buggy? No, my computer's a problem. Right, if a stream gets a bit wonky, it's just because it's trying to download this. Because I thought it was just there, and I can't alt-tab. I just want— oh, it's it downloaded already? Okay, right. There we are. Okay, right, we're going back to the game now. Ooh. Right. Okay, so hiya, Powerwasher. We've had a bit of doing on deck. Can't go into specifics as it'll probably end up in the courts, this one. But it was a bit of a mood breaker. Let's just say that next time we'll make sure we'll shake off the seabed before leaving harbour. A fully VT the entertainment. We've cleaned the deck of what little food the birds left, so you should get a nice clean run at it. Yes, for the third time, Data Dreambot, thank you for telling us that I'm live. I'm here. Oh god, my— hold on. My data tube's not working either. Jesus Christ. Everything's not working today. Today is a day. And not a very good one at that either. Hold on, I'm resetting my PNG tuber here. Because it's just stuck. Hey, there we are. Okay. Okay, me? Am I there? Hello? Hi? Hey? There we are. Right, that's better. It soon must be a laptop thing. Well, it did do an update. But it was like, oh, yeah, hey, if you don't get Windows 11, we're gonna stop the update. Oh! That was quite satisfactory there. Nice. Yeah. No, Windows 11 actually had to be taken off my laptop. Reason being was because Windows 11 was what the reason was for my laptop breaking in the first place. Oh, can I jump off? Can I jump off? Can I jump off? I want to be in the sea! I'm getting in the sea! I need to be with my brethren. But yeah, as a cruise ship person, this is kind of cool. Okay, where do I start? Oh, floor. I want to start with the floor. Oh, you can shoot the balls off the deck. Oh, later. Hey, great news! What, aside from all the shite here? What you got for me? Good for you. Yeah, no, well, I've been told not to install Windows 11 unless I want my computer to break again. Captain Stacey's checked the contract and we're in the clear. Good. Very Sellies? Sellies? Sales? Is it sales? Thank Poseidon for the maritime loy. What did he do? Like Celeste. Mary Celeste. It's a famous girl. Ah. Oh. Now that I didn't know. Anyways, what that means is that I can now tell you exactly what happened here. Oh, good lord. Okay, this is gonna be a story because that's a lot of bird shit. But yeah, so I've had a weekend. I've survived. I also bought myself a new pair of walking shoes, and the proper walking shoes, and they're super comfy, and they only cost me 30 quid. And I even bought some walking socks as well for a tenner. So, like proper walking socks, which are actually designed to be cooling socks as well. Of course not, I'm not the one looking up traveling. Cheap viewers? I want cheap viewers. I want good viewers. I ain't gonna cut corners. I'm cheap enough already. Yeah. 30 quads are not a whole lot. 30 quads are not a whole lot of quids. Rats, are you good? Rats, you alright? You good? Yeah, they were half price as well, these boots. They were originally 60. And the socks were half price as well. And I got a new pair of leggings as well, which were, I think, 20% off. So I actually did pretty good. I did still spend quite a bit of money though. About 60 quid altogether. But it was needed. So the shoes were cheaper than the viewers, apparently. Well, certainly ain't spending 30 quid on bots. But yeah, I'm a little bit kitted out for this walk. I'm actually quite excited about it. I don't know if I will share details about the walk in stream. The only reason being is that there's a lot of people that I know IRL and a number of them I work with, and I'd rather not, in the off chance that I've doxed myself by sharing it on stream. But that's not to say that you guys aren't going to get into the option of helping raise money, because I will of course do fundraising efforts at the end of the year as well. It's all for cancer research basically. But this walk is a personal goal for mine, so not so much stream focus. So yeah, I do appreciate donation offers though. If share my shoes with stream. I don't have a photo as of yet, but I will post them in the Discord. And I lost my quote of the day! Damn it! Ratsa, could you be a little sweetheart? And can you find my quote of the day and copy and paste it and pin it again for me, please? Quote of the day? Question of the day? Or something like that, I don't know. My brain's gone clocked out. It's gone done clocked out. Because I've had a lot of in-depth discussions with my cousin and my aunt today. Good discussions. Can't find questions of the day. What, is it not there? Okay, well the question of the day was, what is your ideal cruise destination? I was gonna say if you could put in like the question of the day bit, but never mind. You got it, you got it, you can do this. there we are. Good job, Ratzer. 10 out of 10. Superb work. That's why lazy people like Danny have commands. Yeah, but then it saves people from having to use the command every time they want the question. It's just there. It's just pinned. It's just with my resets there, I lost it, that was all. And don't hate me. I'm doing my best today, okay? It's not easy working on a cruise ship. Oh hey, speaking of cruise ships, I'm still pretty fascinated by the fact that the surfers have to go to Tahiti, and their Olympic village is a cruise ship. It's a cruise ship, not a work ship. But I worked on a cruise ship, so what does that mean? I was underpaid and overworked, yes. That is true, I was definitely that. Yeah, I'll put the Tetris Effect soundtrack on again. I kinda need it. God, my lips need moisturizing so bad. Ooh, also, I did buy myself a brand new leather jacket. And it's pretty cool. Especially more so that it was priced at £36, and when it was ran through the till, it came up as 20. So I wasn't gonna argue with that. If the till says it's 20, it's 20. So well, it's probably more pleather, but still, principle still stands. I got 16 quid off a jacket, so I cannot complain there. And it's a pretty sweet jacket too, I love it. Which reminds me, I need to go through my jackets. I've got too many things in my wardrobe, and some of the stuff I don't wear anymore, so I need to shift a few things. Till death do you part. I wanna leave. No, we don't celebrate puns here. I'm not giving you the satisfaction. Just angry I didn't come up with it yourself. As I said, my brain has clocked out for the day. I'm not angry, I'm just very... What's the word again? God, my brain really has clocked out, hasn't it? Nonchalant? Blasé? I don't know. No, not furious, no. Apathetic, yeah. Likely that. Unbothered, unfazed. No vibes, no thoughts, head empty. Did you see it picked Kenlo? Yeah, sorta. I did see it in the chat about something prisoners, something criminals, something. Also, seeing as I haven't done a walk today, I actually accumulated all my steps and actually uploaded them onto my medal target. So now I've gone from 27% to 47% in a day. I've done a lot of walking though. Worked big kinda. No. It's been there. Ooh, okay, hold on. Street view has been there, but I need to go there again. Map says there's a pizzeria there and a restaurant, but they don't show in the street view. Oh. Hey Dave! You're the third first today, hold on. Go back to the start screen. You're the third first today. There's your exposure. We've had Mesh, we've had Ratsa, and now we've got you. I said Dave twice. So there's your exposure. Welcome in, how you doing? What kind of cruise was this? Messy cruise by the looks of it. And hey Rex. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the game now. How we doing? There's something to do with birds. Something happened with birds. I can tell you what happened with the birds, but I don't know if I want to know either. Also, I have spent over 100 quid this weekend. I just realized. Between the walking shoes, the... Also, well, between the walking shoes, the socks, the leggings, the jacket, and a couple of other bits and bobs. Also bought lunch, and it was out. And I also, what else did I get? Oh god, look how blinding that is, Jesus. And then of course yesterday I spent a good heft of money on yarn. Yeah, I've spent over 100 coins. Oops. But it's a treat. I don't often get to have a good day out with my cousins, so... And it's been nice. How realistic is it? So, I mean... It's sort of yes and no. I mean... It looks like it would be the back of a cruise ship, if anything. Because usually you wouldn't... Well, of course that would be... Like, you wouldn't really have so... I don't know, actually. I mean, the amenities, like the pools, look about right. There would usually be a bar somewhere. But this looks probably more like a cruise ship where it has several different pool areas. Yeah, it would be the back, yes. Did my boat have something like this? No. My ship was a smaller ship, so it only really had one pool deck, which was right in the middle. Thought so would be about, yeah. Actually, the tracking when looking at a wall by mistake, got 775s and blindness. Yeah. But no, my ship didn't look like this because it didn't actually have a part of a deck like this. Because it was smaller. The back of the ship on the ship I was on was actually a restaurant. It's like a balcony with restaurants, and then it had some of the rooms at the back as well, so it didn't really have a pool like this. What's my boat called again? Norwegian Sky. The ship I was on was called the Norwegian Sky. It's a 12-deck ship. Decks 6 upwards to 12 were pedestrian decks. Decks 5 downwards and 13 are all staff decks. So they're inaccessible to the public. Give me a moment. SS Mafia. Ha, nice. Give me 2 minutes. Dad just got back from the pub. It looks like the top deck would be like this. I would say it would be a top deck, yes. So some cruise ships actually do have a top deck that's split into different sections. So there would be like, sometimes it can be just the one pool area and a couple of small pool areas. So there can be multiple pool areas, including a private pool area for like some of the stateroom guests. It depends on the ship, really. So we've been having a tough time of it, truth be told. Oh yeah, War with the Seagulls, is that what's happening? We hired a magician called the Great Ted Cheese, but he disappeared. What a name. Ted Cheese. Literally, that's not a joke. We still haven't found him. Oh. What did he do? Did he just unleash birds? Or what? Also, pick up Norwegian Sky's deck on Discord. Yeah. Reserve, open at night, did some balloon magic for the kids that went down like a lead one, and haven't seen them since. Look at all those chickens! Let's see if I can get that picture. Bear with me. Where did you post it? Oh, there it is. Supposedly. Yep, no, that is most definitely the Norwegian Sky. Yeah, that's definitely it. Okay, okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. This. Oh, hello. Okay, do excuse all those shitty bookmarks there. But yeah, so yeah, so this is the deck. So that's a basketball court at the back. There's a bar underneath. The buffet is one side. There's a fancy paying restaurant on the other. Up here was the 13th deck that was inaccessible for guests, but that was like a cruise staff only deck up there. And down here is a stage, this bit here. Pretty similar in style. It is similar in style, but this is in the center. Whereas this is more in the back of the ship. Sounds like a challenge. I mean, it can, but there's usually... I'll be honest, there has been passengers that have tried it, and they've been immediately removed because security don't fuck around. They get immediately yeeted. Not off the ship, just out of the area. If they disobey, then they'll actually get put into the ship jail. And yes, there are jails on cruise ships because how else is security gonna arrest people if they... No, it's not a brig, it's a prison. It's a prison, so you get put in the prison until, like, if you've done any crimes, you get put in the prison until you're actually at port, and then you get removed off by police. And cruise ships have brigs, but military ships don't. I mean, it's interesting. What would you do if there was a mutiny? And a morgue. Yeah, no, not quite the correct spelling, but yes, there are morgues on cruise ships. They just military. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you're more likely to find a copious amount of alcohol on a cruise ship than you are on a military craft. So... Because when you are on a cruise ship where part of the package is all-inclusive drinks, believe me, people will absolutely take advantage of that, and people have taken advantage of that. A ship has a population of a small city, you need these kind of facilities. Oh god, yeah. A ship with infinity pools. That's kind of neat. Yeah. Yeah, no, there are some that do have these kind of pools. The bigger ships for Royal Caribbean actually have stages at the back of their pool because they do like live aquatic performances. There's like stunts and stuff. Like proper Cirque du Soleil kind of stuff. Sorry sir, I know you're working on your tan. I'll just get that cleaned up for you. Yes, yes, are you having a nice cruise? Are you having a lovely time, yeah? Yeah, I think you might have had a bit too much to drink. Yeah, I think you need to sober up a bit. Yeah, there you go. You're welcome. I want to do Maka Woohoo from Wii Sports Resort. Maka Woohoo, I love the name. I've not actually played Wii Sports Resort. I've seen bits of gameplay, but I've not actually played it. I don't have a Wii U. I was looking for some performers that I find we're 6 to 18 months away from home. I don't think the performers actually have So, the longest... Rex, fun fact. The longest contract you can have on a cruise ship is 9 months. So there's no 18 months. Or 12 months. It's 9 at the maximum. And usually performers do tend to stay on for 6, roughly. 3 to 6. Because the rule is that with maritime jobs, the more strenuous work, like the more labor intense, well, the more mentally exhausting and intensive the job is, the less time you stay on the ship. Or something to that effect, I don't know. But regardless, a lot of performance contracts tend to be just around 6 months. And I know this because 9 months is the maximum you can have a contract for, and then you have to have like a 3-month vacation usually before you start another cruise, another job. And with the contracts, the only job that I've known on the cruise ship, when speaking to everybody, the only job that ever had 9-month contract was the job that I was doing, which was like the spa salon, hairdressing stuff. Which a lot of people that I spoke to as well who worked on the ship said that they did not see any reason why that was. Just that the company that I worked for were greedy. And when I say the company that I work for, I don't mean the cruise company, because they don't have authority over the spa staff. It's actually an outsourced agency that deal with 90% of cruise ships that I worked for. The way the island is laid out, all the destinations on makes such a perfect destination, yeah. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, my contract would have been 9 months. Then below that, the engineers for the ship. The engineers would have been on for 8 months. The smallest contracts are actually the bridge staff, so like the captain, first mate, security officer, blah blah blah. They tend to stay on for 3. And of course there's also guest visitors, as like guest workers and stuff that sometimes hop on and off. It depends. Gigs I've come to some teams where you must have included vacations, multiple ships then. I just didn't look that close. I'm afraid of cruise ships. Yeah. It might be that if it's like 18, it might be multiple. But generally, a lot of performers that I've spoken to only do 6-month contracts. Crew staff as well, like direct crew staff that you see that do like all the entertainment stuff and like help the guests out and everything. They tend to stay on for 6 months as well, usually. So the more you know. The more you know. But I would imagine that if it was like for more than 6 months, there must have been like some breaks in between. Because they do advise to have like a 3-month vacation before picking up another contract. So it would be a bit strange if it's like 12 months on the bounce or 18 months on the bounce. But honestly, I would not do that job again if you paid me so much money in the world. I will happily go on to another cruise ship in the future.
A wizard
just as a
is
guest.
never late. Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Hey Alex, we're just talking cruise ships. But yeah, I definitely would not work. At least I would not work that particular job again. I don't think I would ever want to work as somebody working for that specific company that I worked for in the past. Because they were horrible. And they just did not give a shit about anybody's well-being as well. Which is not a nice feeling whatsoever. But the cruise company themselves, Norwegian, they were lovely. Like, I worked with so many nice people on that ship. And I even considered seeing if it was possible to get employed as cruise staff. But it's like, it is literally so impossible to find an availability, so yeah. And probably just as well with everything that's happened since. So, yeah. I am 5, no, not even 10, 20, 50, or 1 million a week. I wouldn't do it. Buy a cruise ship and hire Scrappy as a captain. I would be a shit captain. You've not seen me drive a car. Coming to you live from Vienna train station, 'tis me. Nice! If it's a bad job, then don't go for it. Yeah, well, no, the crew staff job isn't bad because it's actually set hours on a regular rate. Whereas with the hairdressing job I did, it was all commission based. So it's like if I didn't work, I didn't get paid. Waiting for the overnight train. Ooh. Ooh. I always wanted to do... What, is it like a sleeper train where you get like a little room that you sleep in, or... Because that would be awesome. I always wanted to do one of those. Right, so I have done... I really want to do the wall. Vienna, Austria. Yeah. I'm gonna do the wall, fuck it. Paperwork, no worries, Dave. I hope work treats you well. It's a cabin. Ooh, I always wanted to do a sleeper train. Like, I see the ones in Japan, they look class. Actually, I could just do this one, couldn't I? That would be better, yes. Good job, Scrappy. You actually do have a brain. These ones are not class. Oh. Have to share with the rest of your family. Neither is this cruise ship deck to be. No. Well, we're gonna make it look class. Yeah, there are a couple of things I would recommend for a cruise ship. The first thing would be, of course, just to make sure you, like, if you're going for a specific, like, weather type, just make sure you got a little bit of a backup for other weather options, because you never know what the weather's going to be like where you land. Secondly, walkie-talkies. Like, if you're with somebody and you lose them, or if you're with a party and you lose them, walkie-talkies are way helpful, because you can use them whilst you're on the ship. And it means that it's just easier and you can just save your mobile phones until you land at port, because maritime roaming ain't cheap. And thirdly, for the love of God, if you're going to take advantage of the inclusive drinks and buffet, limit yourself. Don't make yourself ill, because as tempting as it is, you will just ruin your trip if you're constantly ill. Plus, also, the medical center is hella expensive, and you don't want to do that. The bunks are covered in carpet. The seats are covered in carpet and rock hard. It's like sleeping on a church pew with added carpet. Oof. Oof. Proper seat material, but it's essentially carpet. Oof. So that means the entertainer passengers all rested on a resident theater ensemble, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Sure. Be a long week, I just want to get back to England and get my shite-mobile back. Yeah. Aww. So that's the way used to performing for grown-ups. By day 5 they were all out of pre-prepared material anyway and became ill-received improv collective. Oof. On day 6 they quickly pivoted and, well... Well... Sorry it's been a long week, but I hope you enjoyed it. Want there to be petrol. Yeah, no, but did you have a good time in Vienna though? My car back now, be petrol in it. It's filled the tank before I went away. Is there anybody else using the car like? Well, in Vienna, I'm just passing through. I've been to Amsterdam. Oh, right. Car's parked at my nan's house, being used as a doorstop. That's quite a big doorstop. I'm not gonna lie to you. It doesn't have a great reputation. Oh. Oh. That's not good. Well, hopefully it's still in one piece, but siphon the petrol out of it for killer. Yeah, don't blame you. I mean, it could be worse. It could be anything like what's been happening in Sunderland. We'll not get into too much detail, but basically a protest is walking through the streets with placards, doing chants, and keeping things civil. Not going around burning cars, looting shops, and ruining it all for other people and giving them a shit time. That's all I'm saying on the matter. So, yeah. It's a big doorstop. It's being used on the big garage door. Oh. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I see what you mean. Oh, look at the pretty dolphins. Hey. If you find yourself in the car and you need a key to open the fuel filter, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's good that it's got the protection on there so you're not gonna lose your petrol. Well, stranger things have happened, so... Oh no, I better shut on it because I washed before holiday. Yeah, I keep getting loads of bird shit all over my car. I've got spiders living in the wing mirrors. And I don't like the fact that I've got spiders in the wing mirrors because they keep making cobwebs. And I'm like, hey, I'm trying to drive here. Can you not? Please. Like, I get rid of one cobweb and the next day a new one's turned up. It's like, you are living inside of my car rent-free. I am not happy about this. I am going to evict you out of my damn car. But yeah, that's my big problem at the moment with my car. The bloody spiders. Oh, apparently the wall's not very clear. Oh. It's in it's in different- oh, you fucker! It's in different sections! No! Oh dare. Ask them for petrol money. I wish I could. Listen, I don't even have enough money to pay me rent. I don't think I'm gonna have enough money to pay for me petrol. Sadly. The last 30.79 litres of petrol cost me 44.31. Oof. Yeah, petrol ain't cheap. I mean, I gotta look at the beginning of the year. My brother actually topped up the tank for my car up full. Now it's about 55 quid he spent. I don't remember how much petrol was in there, but when he did top it up, but it was not quite a bit. 40 litre tank. I don't actually know what the litres are on my tank. Come to think of it. How much petrol should last a while? Yeah. Burp, burp, burp. Okay, okay, okay. I think I might have to do a top up of my drink soon. There's 60 credit for the time completely empty, yeah. Hey, give me a minute, guys. I'm just gonna go grab another drink, okay? I should be very long, just a few minutes, okay? But yeah, you guys use this time to get yourself a drink, get yourself a snack, stretch your legs, do what you need to do, and I'll be back in 2, okay? Burp. The boat's having a dock day, that's where it went. But I'm back. Oh, my legs are a bit knackered. But I'm still gonna go out on a walk later. Because bitch needs to break into her shoes. I feel dead prepped. I'm actually really surprised at how prepped I got today. I'm getting a bunch of stuff. There's still a couple of things I would like to get closer to the time. I kind of need something more like an aerated, like sports jacket, like just something that I can wear that's a bit more airy. And I do want a few little pampering things because I did a couple of sensible things, okay? So, firstly, because of the fact that I'm doing a charity walk, I thought, well, if I can't get a day off, well, if I'm not off the day of it, rather, I can have a little ask with my manager to see if I could have the day off as a volunteering day, because The one cool thing about my workplace is that you get allocated time off to do charity work. And because this is considered as charity work, my manager's manager actually approved it. So I've been able to get the day off for it, which is great, because then it means I'm not rushing around, having to get there, well, finish my job at 2, I have to get there for the start of the event at 7. And secondly, I've also booked in a night at the hotel nearby, so it just means that I can get there, get myself checked in, dump my stuff, make my way to the event, do the event, and then I can just crash for the night and worry about getting home the next day. I don't have to fuss, stress, worry about traffic, worry about time. And I can have a little bit pamper in the hotel room as well when I'm done. So... and it was cheap as well. I actually found a really good deal where it's like under 100. Actually, it cost us 74 for the night. So... we normally have a no food on deck policy, but by way of apology, a buffet was hastily prepared in the pool area. That's a lie, because you're allowed to have food on the deck of a ship. This backfires if you underestimate the demand from the all-inclusive ticket holders. I saw the captain really shouldn't be offering those tickets on a family cruise, but did he listen? That's looking pretty clean already. I'm gonna do the pool. Pools have a lot of areas, so 40% left to clean. Sounds about right, yeah. Yeah. Not gonna lie, I actually thought the deck would be bigger. Like, I'm talking about like skate park size. That's what she's... God damn it. Oh, by the way, the saddest thing happened today, and I feel really awful, but at the same time, it's like actually kind of funny in a way. Okay, so when I got in from going out and shopping and spending all my money again, I came back in the house, right? And my dad greeted us, so we're just chatting a bit, and the dogs were fussing as they usually do, doing a little usual bag inspection, which they usually do too. So it's just when they decide to nosy in the bags and be all like, oh, is there anything for me? And then they get a little disappointed, but they're like, it's okay, you're back and I'm happy, kind of thing. And as that was happening, right? So Bailey's just sitting there by the door, just waiting. Duchess toddles over. And then all of a sudden, Bailey just yelps out of nowhere. Duchess stood on Bailey's foot. And he yelped. And he was heard. And I was like, how the hell did Duchess hurt you? Like, she had no idea what she'd just done. She was just doing her own thing. But she stood on Bailey's foot and he yelped. I didn't think she was that heavy. So yeah, I felt bad for both of them, but I thought it was really funny because that's never happened. In all my years of dog ownership, I have never known a dog yelp from another dog standing on its foot. I felt like when I grew up, but we had big dogs pretty used to stand on each other's feet then, yeah. Like, if it was a big dog standing on Bailey's foot, then sure, but Duchess isn't that much bigger than him, or chunkier. Well, maybe she is quite chunky, actually, but still, though, she's a small dog. You wouldn't think that she would... I mean, to be fair, she has stood on both mine and my dad's feet. And it's nothing. I suppose Bailey is also a delicate little peach as well. Oh. Oh, actually, my cousin's just messaged us. Hold on. Sorry, just had to reply to my cousin there. Oh, speaking of cousins. So, when I was out, my cousin... Okay, so I'll refer to the cousin I've been out with as cousin 1. She's the cousin I grew up with, like, we're super close. And, yeah, and of course I went out with my auntie, but I have a second cousin who's her brother, and he is quite elusive. In that, well, so my cousin's husband, cousin 1, I'll refer to him as cousin 1 and cousin 2, so cousin 1 is a cool cousin, cousin 2 is other cousin who's elusive. So, cousin 1 and auntie and I go out for the day, go out shopping, do what we do, and cousin 1 had her husband take her kids out for the day, which is fine and cool. But where they went, my cousin, whilst of course I was trying on walking shoes, cousin 1 told me that her husband had actually found cousin 2 in a completely different location to where he told my auntie. So he said to my auntie he was doing something. He was doing like a run, like a fitness run or something. And it turned out he was at the same place where my cousin's husband was. Cousin 1's husband. And they didn't bump into each other, and he didn't acknowledge it. Like, he kind of like scarpered away, if anything, so he didn't disturb cousin 2. But cousin 2 was actually on a date. And like, my auntie has no idea. And like, my cousin 1's husband told cousin 1 about what was happening, and she was like, oh my god, you're not gonna believe this, you're not gonna believe what my husband's just found out. And she told us all about it. I was like, oh my god, what? So yeah, he's being all hush hush about going on dates, which nobody expected. But, yeah, because both cousins work for cousin's husband. Cousin's husband usually likes to do a meeting with them on a Monday. So he's gonna be really cheeky about it. And I think it's the funniest thing. Lost track of cousins. Okay, so cousin 1 is the cool cousin. Cousin 2 is the one who was caught on a date. And nobody knew that he was on a date until cousin 1's husband saw him when he was taking out the kids to the very same place he was on the date. I mean, it's not that hard to lose track of cousins. There's only 2 of them. And a husband and my aunt. So, date cousin is not married? No. Date cousin is not married, but he's being very secretive about going on dates with someone. And cousin 1's husband is married, and... well, cousin 1 is married, and cousin 1's husband was the one who saw cousin 2 out on his date. None of my family's... Cousin 1's... shut up! Right, okay. Listen. Cousin 2 is gonna get teased about it. That's pretty much... God, look, my brain is not functioning, okay? Shut up. Leave me be. Leave me be. Stop bullying. Please. You know what I meant. Anyway, yes. I just thought it was a funny little thing. And, yeah. Maybe because of B. No, I mean, I'm happy for him. But I just thought it was just funny. That was all. Like the fact that, of course, for all the places. Go eat that ball, yeah. No, I hope it does work out for him. Besides, there's worse things in the world. And there's worse things going on in personal life and everything. Well, positivity is nice. Yeah, I did get like shitty updates on some news as well, which is quite a bit to take in. Also was out, so yeah. That's probably why I'm a little brain dead today. Not thinking right, but you know. I got new shoes. I did get new shoes. Yeah, I did get new shoes, and a nice new shoes. Nice new walking shoes. But yeah. There are shitty things going on. It kind of, the problem is, if like, I'm not gonna go into it because it's not my place to say on a Twitch stream about what is actually happening. Like, it doesn't directly affect me, but it does. It is shitty circumstances, but yeah, it just feels like it's never ending with shit news and. Wait, can I jump on? No, can't jump on. Damn. Actually, I missed a bit under here. There's 3 of the 4 new levels without using ladders or scaffolding. Okay, you, Mr. Smartass. With your fancy non-scaffolding. Ooh! Fucking brag about it. Right, for a speedrun you can run up walls, so I shouldn't have needed it in the 4th level either. Well, you can run up walls? Can you? Oh, wait, hold on a minute, wait. Is that supposed to do that? Is that meant to do that? What the fuck? Am I tripping? Read how the program, yeah. In fact, it's actually all up in here as well, like. I think they must have just like took a generic pattern for the mirrors and just... I don't know. Weird. Yeah, no, I'm thinking about getting like a sports jacket, like walking jacket or something. Like specifically for walking, because I'll have to have something to put as an undershirt when I get my t-shirt for the walk. Because I actually get given like a t-shirt and some stuff specifically for the night that I'm doing it. So I don't know if I should do that soon, now, or wait. I think I might just wait. We'll see. But yeah, whoever would have thought that me, little old me, would end up with walking shoes. With walking boots. And a knack for wanting to do, like, proper charity walks and shit. Not me. I certainly didn't. Could do with a walking playlist as well. Would have thought what? Did I say something stupid again? Oh! Oh no, I know what I mean. Yeah. I would end up with walking shoes. Yeah. Or walking boots, technically. But no, I have been enjoying doing walks more. So... at least, like, having, like, the proper gear would make things a lot better for me, rather than, like, just take it casually and just winging it. I can actually, like, do it properly, you know? Like, my cousin originally said to get, like, running trainers, and I was like, well, that's not a bad idea, but I prefer proper walking boots, because with walking, like, there's a fair number of times where I've been, like, off track, and shit's gotten into my shoes. So I'd rather have a boot that's a little bit more stable and, you know, make less shit go in my shoe. Because that shit ain't fun. When you got shit in your shoes. Not literal shit, but you know what I mean. Oh, my frangipanis are done, by the way. So I've learned how to make frangipanis as a crochet pattern. I finished them. Combat boots. I think combat boots would be too bulky. I did count shopping walking towards my medal, by the way, for the latest virtual walk I'm doing though. I think I might as well. I've done a lot of walking today, so I guess it does count. Because it does track my steps, it just doesn't auto-load them. But I need more! I need to do more! Gotta get that prepping. See if I can try and do the walk I was supposed to do yesterday. Before my shoes broke. What time is it? Ooh. It's a smaller level than I thought it would be, but it's actually still taking quite a while to get through. Which is good. I know I did say I wouldn't do this for a little while, but when you told me about the cruise ship level, I was just like, I don't wanna do that. I like a good cruise ship. I'm game for that. I've done Muckingham Files. I've not done any of them. Actually, literally on stream, I've only done just the campaign. I haven't done anything more since finishing the campaign on stream. That being said, I know what you praise here, but you've done the DLCs. You've done like the Tomb Raider, the Final Fantasy, blah 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 blah. Yes, I have. However, technically, I've reset the entire game to play the campaign all over again on stream. So I lost all that progress when I reset my past progress because it affected the DLCs as well. So I do have those to replay. But no, I haven't done Buckingham Files. I haven't done any of the other special levels. Technically, I haven't done any of the DLCs. Technically, this time round. Yeah, I haven't played Buckingham 3 and 4 in this one, so a total of 5 new jobs. And another one. 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 Well, I've done them. Oh, good for you. You want a medal? We want a power wash record or something? Want your own power washer? Sorry, I'm being cheeky now. But do you want a medal? Show your medal collection. I don't want it. I actually don't have the photos on the computer, so no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm too lazy. Actually, no, I showed them off on stream. What the hell are you talking about? I've shown them off on stream before. Have your own power washer, but what if you had 2 power washers? One for each hand. That would be pretty sick. You can dual wield power washers. We need an ultimate power washer. Time to get the Alice DLC. Do it! Support your indie devs. Get the DLC. No, I kind of need the money. But do you though? Or do you need the Alice DLC more? Money is there to be spent. I am a horrible influence, I just realized. Actually, I just need to check something. My cousin bought a bag for like 20 quid. And it's actually a designer bag. I wanna see. How much was it actually? 65! Poof! Okay, I she did well. Definitely the money, got bills to pay. Yeah, but that's just money getting wasted on bills. When they saw that the buffet was being rationed, the all-inclusive passengers demanded to speak to the captain. Captain? Captain. Captain is a far better mariner than he is diplomat and declared that tickets non-refundable. That's when chips went flying. Not the chips, no. And when the chips went flying is when the seabirds descended. Oh. God, this is some mess and that the seabirds left. En masse. Was it like Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds, though? But did you die, though? Yeah, because really, the one person that you're probably not take money advice when it comes to spending stuff is a Taurus with ADHD. Because Taurus is a sign of materialistic goods. It's supposed to be pretty spendthrifty, but at the same time, the ADHD kind of negates that. So, yeah. That's a fun combo. Oh, I agree that you are more than your zodiac sign. No. No. Why would I be more than just that? I mean, to be fair, I did say I have ADHD as well. One of my impulses is spending. But yeah. I mean, to be fair, I haven't been in a debt crisis where I've not been able to manage. Like, I do pay off what I can off my credit card. I've never been in debt on my debit. So I do manage it okay. I'm just, at the moment, because the spends are going out more than they're coming in right now, it's... yeah. It's a bit of a tricky one, but... I mean, the yarn is needed because some of the yarn is going to get made into a birthday present. A bunch of people have said to me that my crochet flowers I should probably sell. Like, do bouquets and arrangements and stuff. Like, my sister-in-law came up with a really good idea of doing replicas of wedding bouquets, which I think is actually a nice idea. But in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, I want to practice a little bit more flower work, so I've got a variety of know-how under my belt if I was to do anything like that. Actually pretty good. And I do have savings as well, but I've banned myself from touching my savings right now. I'm not allowed to touch that. Because no savings means no PC. Ban myself? No, don't ban me. Why would you ban me from my own stream? How dare? How very dare you? Why would you do that? You monster. Oh god, I need a stretch. It's been an hour and a half, I haven't stretched. Now for a stream from my savings, yeah. No, I've been good. I've been good. I've not touched them. Well, actually, I will be honest. I have dipped in a little bit just to tide me over for until payday, but it was just a small amount. Oh, actually, just a little bit. Anyway, bank account's empty. No, the bank account is still full. We good. The savings account is still full. I'm still the third of the way there of what I want for my PC and personal savings. And your donation, your tip is also in there. Untouched, unfazed. Like a good little tip that it is. My £4.20? Yeah. You're £4.20. Well, actually, it was a little bit less because PayPal decided to take it. Take a little cut. But, yeah, that's in there. Gotta go somewhere. Otherwise, if I get spends out of... Yeah, so if I get spends that come out of my PayPal, it comes out of the balance that's currently outstanding. I didn't want it to. So it went straight into the savings. As PayPal does, yeah. Because say for example, if I get a resub on one of the channels I sub to, it comes straight out of the PayPal. I don't want it taken out of the £4.20. Where are my ladders? Where? There they are. I haven't got a lot left actually. I might just do this level on stream, I think. And then call it a day, because I gotta go train for walkies. I'm breaking into my shoes as well. But I'll likely do a bit more Powerwash sim. I might try the Buckingham Files tomorrow. Where are the Buckingham Files? Is it under the normal stuff or is it under the specials? I might do the Buckingham File levels tomorrow. Or at least start them, maybe. The campaign and then bonus jobs. Right. Ah no, I fell in the pool. No, I don't want to go swimmies. Sorry, I am here. I'm not just firing water up in the sky for no reason. It just needed to moisturize. Just needed a little bit of lip balm. Oh, speaking of moisturize, Rats, did you manage to get the thing hung up on your wall? Okay. Wasting water. I mean, it's just pixelated water, it's fine. It's not real. Tapestries. People are hanging on the wall. Okay. But do you love her? And will she be sufficiently moisturized? I showed it to one of my friends actually, and she was just like, oh my god, you should make that en masse and sell it. I was like, yeah. But also, I could make a Cassandra themed cardigan. Because technically that would actually be a good pattern for like granny squares. Love, I know it's just like, can't be trusted. Oh, I got my foot stuck in a cable there. I mean, this Cassandra's going to be living in your home. I think you have to have some level of trust with her. Yes, no, she won't run off. True. But also, please define how a slab of skin can run off. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen that particular episode of Doctor Who, but considering she's skin, I would have thought she would have more glided off. But, it's just my 2 pence. She's a human! She's a real human! But she ain't got no legs! Just literal skin! The last human. But just a sheet of skin! How does that work? How does she run? Does she have little flaps on the skin that just like act as legs? She ain't got no muscles. Does she flap like a stingray? Oh god, can you imagine Cassandra as a stingray? Yeah. Yeah, something must have happened though, because Christopher Eccleston actually has declined every opportunity to return back as Doctor Who. Like, he comes back for like fan stuff, but he refuses anything to do with the franchise as of how it is. He's being very vocal about it. But I still go with Tennant. Oh, of course. We're good in the role, but so let down by the story and everything, yeah. Yeah, I loved Matt Smith. But you're right, he should have had more. Like, the plot was too complex and just didn't make any sense at points. There was too much plot holes and moments of just like, I've got no idea what is happening anymore. And you definitely did get dealt with a bad hand there. But he's on House of the Dragon now, though. Plus he also played Prince Charles as well in The Crown. Doing pretty well for himself. Another stream, but Moffat is showrunner made the show about only the Doctor, not adventure or human spirit or whatever. Yeah. Hey, Prince Charles. Yes, he plays Prince Charles in the House of the Dragon. Yes. Yes. Prince Charles is a dragon rider and a Targaryen. The biggest crime on this God-given earth is that this album does not have a physical CD format. Absolutely piss poor. Hidelic! Hidelic, hi! Can you make a CD of this? Please! I'd like it for my car because it's such a good album. It's honestly, like, this album is very comforting to listen to. Probably. But we're trying to keep it light. Let's not do that, please. But it is a crime that it's not on the CD format, let's be honest. It is such a pretty album. That's the song in the background. Fencing is a weird sport. I think fencing's pretty cool. No, let's do this. The worst crime is Cats and Firefly. I have that on Blu-ray. I still haven't got around to watching it. I do need to watch it. I just haven't had like 2 minutes to do so. Oh, I was supposed to pick up Frozen Empire when I was in town and I didn't. Oh well, I'm just gonna order it online. God damn it. I need to look at CDs actually. I wanted a couple more CDs for my car. But I don't see the use and the protest every damn point. What, in the movie? Don't spoil it if you have seen it. Oh. In the fencing. Oh, right. Yeah, okay, okay. I thought you... I forgot about the fence in there. No, the fencing contestants can get pretty heated. Nearly done. 99%. No doubt there's probably something I've missed because I've not got the list yet. The last 3 items. Oh, the window. Right, let's see. Door windows. We're getting there, we're getting there. I'm pretty clean though. Look at it! Don't forget to eat the ball. I might. Do I have to? But. I'm trying. Ain't easy. Right. Ah! No! I've forgotten how to do things here. I'll try. I'll try. Come on. No! 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 Oh, skill. Hey! Bye! Did it! I did it! Oh, and it respawned over there. It respawned. Hey, there we are. On bases. What over there? Right. Ooh, nearly 2 hours. In the columns. Right, I'll see you. This isn't actually a terrible level. One more. Rain Dome. I mean, you could just technically turn this on and it would do the job. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna finish it off by going in the jacuzzi. That was 40 minutes. Just gonna chill in the jacuzzi. There we are. Right. Ooh, it's top down. Powerwash, that is amazing. I can't believe you got everything. I even smudged a piece of meringue behind the sunbed to test you and that's gone. I think we're going to just let the passengers entertain themselves for the remainder. Having said that, the great Ted Cheese has just showed up. Says confidence had taken a hit and that he wanted to prove to himself that he still had a way escaping from the emergency pantry. He was stuck in there for 10 days. To be honest, he'd still be down there if not for the one of the all-inclusive passengers sneaking down for a creme brulee. Anyway, thanks again. So was only more annoying places to clean. Oh no, I don't want to restart. Yeah, we did it! I'm not. Let me see. A menu. Career. Oh, right. Odd jobs, looking up files, part 1, 2, part 3, part 4. Right, I'm with you. Okay. Food truck, solar station, satellite dish, excavator, paintball arena, and Spanish Villa. Spanish Villa. If you haven't seen my brother and me, you won't get it. Jeffrey! You can spend the night in my Villa, Jeffrey. Submarine and aquariums, female mansion, and fireplane. Ooh, mansion. Ooh, okay. That'll be for the next one. That'll be for the next one. But now I am going to call it a day. I know it's just 2 hours. There's 2 hours. Did files do not pretty good levels 2? Yeah. Well, we'll start booking in files tomorrow. We'll give it a go. Because I actually don't have any art to, well, I mean I have character sheets, but I'll do those off stream because going to call it a day. So shut up. Shut up. You shut your face. Let's see who's doing what. Oh, Maggie's on. We're going to Maggie's. You want to go to Maggie's? We're going to Maggie's. I mean, you did talk about prisons. And I know Maggie has a prison name. So yeah, grab your raid calls. We're going to go over to Maggie's. Let's say hi to Maggie and show some love to Maggie. Because we love Maggie. But yeah, thank you for hanging out. Yeah, we'll do a bit more time tomorrow. We'll do Muckingham Files. If I remember a prison name, I'll come to you one day. I'll come back. But yeah, I do hope you guys have a lovely evening. Do take care of yourselves. Stay straight. Stay straight. Yeah, you know, yeah, stay straight. Don't be gay, apparently. No, do be gay. Do crimes. But stay hydrated and stay safe, was what I was trying to say. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. But until then, so long. Thanks for all the fish. Bye!
The last ever dolphin message was misinterpreted as a surprisingly sophisticated attempt to do a double backward somersault through a hoop while whistling the Star-Spangled Banner. But in fact, the message was this. So long, and thanks for all the fish.